6. Hidden dangers of traveling after 70. That every senior must know before their next trip. All right, let's dive right into this. Picture yourself sitting on a plane, the excitement of your next adventure in the air. You've earned this. After decades of hard work, raising families, and building a life, now it's time to travel and explore the world. And why not? The world is waiting for you, and it's never too late to see new places, meet new people, and make new memories. But hold on a second. Before you book that next flight or hop on that next cruise, there are some important things you need to know. See, traveling after 70 isn't just about packing your bags and heading off. As we get older, our bodies, our health, and our needs change. What once was an exciting adventure may now come with hidden risks. Risks you might not even think about until they happen. And trust me, I've seen it firsthand. Seniors who've set off with excitement only to face unexpected challenges that could have been avoided with a little more knowledge. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the 6 hidden dangers of traveling after 70. The ones that you might not think about, but absolutely need to be aware of before your next trip. These dangers might surprise you, but knowing them in advance can make the difference between a trip of a lifetime and a vacation that turns into a nightmare. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to arm you with the information that will help you enjoy your travels to the fullest without the fear of being caught off guard. Because I truly believe you deserve to travel with confidence, health, and peace of mind. And that starts with being informed. So grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's dive into the 6 hidden dangers every senior must know before their next trip. 1. Health risks in new environments, the unseen. Threats: imagine this. You're on a beautiful beach in a tropical paradise, soaking in the sun, feeling the warm breeze on your skin. It's the dream vacation you've always wanted. But suddenly, you start feeling a bit off. Maybe it's a stomach ache, or maybe you're feeling a little more tired than usual. What's happening? Well, traveling to a new destination, especially internationally, exposes you to new environments, new foods, and, let's be honest, new germs. Our immune systems weaken as we age, and this means we're more vulnerable to infections that might not have bothered us before. Even a change in diet, say from eating familiar home-cooked meals to trying local dishes, can wreak havoc on our digestive system. And if you're heading to countries with different climate conditions or hygiene standards, things can get a bit trickier. I know this firsthand from watching family members struggle when they encountered illnesses abroad. Something as simple as a cold turned into days of discomfort. For seniors, what starts as a small stomach upset can quickly spiral into dehydration, food poisoning, or worse. Here's the thing. These health risks might not be on the surface, but they can absolutely affect your ability to enjoy the trip, or worse, derail the entire vacation. So, what can you do about it? Get vaccinated. Some destinations require or recommend specific vaccines, and for good reason. Talk to your doctor before booking the trip and make sure you're up to date on necessary vaccinations. Stay hydrated and stick to safe food and water. One of the easiest ways to avoid illness is to drink bottled water, and be cautious with street food if you're unsure about its preparation. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Carry medical essentials. Make sure to bring any necessary medications, as well as over-the-counter remedies for things like upset stomachs or minor illnesses. Remember, your health should always be your #1 priority. With some simple precautions, you can avoid those unwanted surprises and focus on the fun. 2. The risk of falls and injuries. While traveling. Let's be honest, one of the most common concerns for seniors traveling is the risk of falling, and for good reason. As we age, our balance, coordination, and strength naturally decline, making us more vulnerable to falls. Now imagine walking down a cobblestone street in a European city, or climbing a set of stairs in an ancient temple in Asia. It's beautiful, but there are risks that could lead to serious injury if we're not careful. I've seen firsthand how these falls can turn into something much bigger than just a bruise. A simple trip on uneven pavement can lead to fractures, sprains, or worse, and recovery can take much longer as we age. The last thing you want while traveling is to be laid up in a foreign hospital or stuck in your hotel room recovering when you should be out exploring. So, what's the solution? Choose your destination wisely. When selecting a place to visit, make sure it's senior-friendly. Some locations have better infrastructure, like ramps, smooth sidewalks, and elevators, making it easier for seniors to get around without the risk of falling. Pack the right footwear. Comfortable shoes with good support are a must. Avoid high heels or sandals with slippery soles. Sturdy shoes can make all the difference when walking long distances or navigating uneven terrain. Use mobility aids. If necessary, don't be afraid to use a cane, walker, or even a wheelchair. These devices can help you maintain stability and make traveling much safer. Take frequent breaks. It's important to pace yourself. Don't push your limits by trying to see everything in one day. Rest when you need to, and avoid overexerting yourself. Takeaway: travel is about having fun and making memories, but it's also about safety. A little preparation and caution can go a long way in avoiding falls and ensuring your trip is everything you dreamed it would be. 3. Medication management and access to healthcare. All right, let's talk about one of the most crucial aspects of traveling when you're over 70, your medications. If you're like many seniors, you probably take a few regular medications to manage chronic conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or arthritis. Now imagine you're traveling somewhere remote, or even abroad, and you suddenly realize you're running low on medication, or worse, you forget to pack it altogether. This is one of the most overlooked dangers of traveling for seniors. Accessing your medications on the road can be much harder than you think. Whether it's a language barrier or simply not being able to find a pharmacy that carries your prescription, the stress of running out of medication can ruin your trip. And worse, it could jeopardize your health. I've seen this happen in real life. A family member took a trip to a different country and ran into trouble when their medication wasn't available in the local pharmacies. Thankfully, they were able to find a solution, but it was stressful, to say the least. So, what can you do to avoid this stressful situation? Here's how to stay safe. Bring extra medication. Always pack more than you think you'll need. If you're traveling abroad, it's a good idea to have enough medication to cover the entirety of your trip, plus a little extra just in case. Carry prescriptions in their original packaging. This will help avoid confusion and make it easier to find replacements if needed. It also helps customs officials and local pharmacies understand exactly what you're taking. Have a list of your medications. Write down the names of your medications, their dosages, and the generic names. This can be especially helpful if you need to visit a foreign pharmacy or see a doctor while traveling. Research your destination. Before you travel, check if your medications are available in the country or city you're visiting. Some countries may have stricter regulations about what medications they allow in, so it's worth knowing ahead of time. Know how to access local health care. Make sure you have the contact information for local hospitals or doctors in case of an emergency. It's always a good idea to have an emergency backup plan in place. Takeaway: managing your medications is a big part of safe travel. If you plan ahead and take these steps, you'll reduce the chances of any health emergencies that could ruin your trip. 4. The danger of overexertion and exhaustion. Now, let's talk about something that's easy to overlook, especially when you're eager to explore a new destination: overexertion. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of traveling and want to see everything, but pushing yourself too hard can quickly turn your vacation into a disaster. When we're younger, we might have had the energy to walk miles through a city or hike up steep hills, but as we get older, our bodies need more time to rest and recharge. Overexertion can lead to exhaustion, dehydration, heat stroke, or even more severe issues like heart problems or fainting. I know a family member who kept pushing through their trip, trying to do everything, only to end up completely wiped out by the end of the day. That exhaustion lingered for days and kept them from enjoying the rest of the trip. You might feel like you're just resting for a few minutes, but let me tell you, it's important to listen to your body and take breaks when you need to. So, what can you do to avoid overexertion? Pace yourself. Don't overfill your itinerary. Set realistic goals for each day and try to stick to them. If you want to take in the sights, maybe opt for a morning of exploring and then take the afternoon to rest. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can sneak up on you, especially when you're traveling in hot climates or walking a lot. Always carry a water bottle and take regular sips, even when you don't feel thirsty. Take breaks. Don't be afraid to rest when you need to. It's okay to sit down, enjoy a coffee, or just people watch for a while. This will help you regain energy for the rest of the day. Know your limits. If you're not used to physical activity, consider opting for slower-paced activities like sightseeing tours, boat rides, or even just exploring a museum. Avoid activities that might be too physically demanding. Listen to your body. If you feel tired, dizzy, or weak, stop and rest. It's important to recognize the signs of overexertion before they lead to something worse. Takeaway: your trip should be about enjoying the journey, not about exhausting yourself. By pacing yourself and taking time to rest, you can prevent exhaustion and make the most of every moment. 5. Navigating financial risks and scams. All right, let's talk about something that's unfortunately very common when traveling: scams. If you're over 70, you might be more vulnerable to fraudsters, especially when you're in unfamiliar places or unfamiliar countries. Scammers often target tourists, and seniors can be prime targets due to the perception that they might be more trusting or unaware of certain risks. The sad truth is, these financial scams can ruin your trip and cause a significant amount of stress. I've heard countless stories, and seen it firsthand, of seniors falling victim to scammers while traveling. From fake tour guides who overcharge for a service to pickpockets who prey on unsuspecting tourists, the dangers are real. What's worse, in some countries, these scams can escalate quickly, and it can be tough to get help when you're a foreigner. Here's a scenario that happened to a family member. They went to a popular tourist destination, and a friendly local offered a too-good-to-be-true deal on a guided tour. Unfortunately, after handing over a large sum of money, they never got the service they were promised, and the scammer vanished. It was a costly and stressful experience, and it could have been avoided with a little more awareness. So, how do we protect ourselves from these financial pitfalls while traveling? Here are a few smart precautions. Use reputable services. Always opt for established, well-reviewed services like taxis, tour companies, or even hotels. Avoid trusting unsolicited offers from street vendors or random locals who approach you. Carry limited cash. It's always safer to carry just a small amount of cash for immediate expenses and use a credit card or debit card for larger purchases. Many cards offer fraud protection, which can be a lifesaver. Keep your valuables secure. Use a money belt or an anti-theft bag when out and about. Keep your passport, cash, and credit cards in a safe place, and don't flaunt expensive jewelry or electronics. Be cautious with your personal information. Never share too much personal information with strangers, and be wary of anyone asking for details about your travel plans or hotel. Scammers often use these details to target you. Research before you go. It's important to read up on common scams in the area you're visiting. Many countries have dedicated websites or resources that list popular tourist scams. Takeaway: scams can happen to anyone, but being prepared and cautious can help you avoid them. Travel with awareness and trust your instincts. If something feels off, don't hesitate to walk away. 6. The emotional toll of travel on seniors. Traveling is supposed to be fun, right? But there's one thing that often gets overlooked: the emotional aspect of being on the road. As we age, emotional challenges like loneliness, anxiety, or homesickness can sometimes hit harder than we expect, especially when we're far from home and in unfamiliar environments. I've noticed this in older travelers around me, and it's something worth acknowledging. What starts as an exciting trip can sometimes become emotionally overwhelming. For instance, some seniors experience anxiety in crowded airports or feel a sense of isolation while in a foreign country, even if they're with family. This emotional stress can, in turn, affect physical health, leading to fatigue, sleep disturbances, or even depression. Let me share a story. My grandmother, who had been traveling with us for years, suddenly started feeling very anxious during a trip to a new city. The unfamiliar language, the busy streets, and the feeling of being away from her routine made her anxious and exhausted. After a few days, it was clear that the emotional toll of the trip was taking a toll on her health. So, what can we do to manage emotional stress while traveling? Stay connected with loved ones. It's easier than ever to stay in touch with family and friends while traveling, thanks to technology. Whether through phone calls, video chats, or social media, staying in contact with loved ones can reduce feelings of isolation and anxiety. Create a familiar routine. When we're traveling, our routines often go out the window. Try to keep some parts of your day familiar, whether that's a morning coffee, reading, or a short walk. Familiarity can offer comfort in unfamiliar surroundings. Take things slow. Traveling can be overwhelming, so don't try to do it all. Limit the number of activities you plan each day, and give yourself plenty of time to rest. It's important to recognize that your emotional health matters just as much as your physical health when traveling. Have a trusted companion. Traveling with a friend or family member can help alleviate feelings of loneliness. Having someone familiar with you on the trip can offer emotional support and a sense of security. Takeaway: it's not just about seeing new places. It's also about making sure you feel comfortable and at ease. By managing your emotional well-being, you can travel with more joy and peace of mind. Remember, your mental health is just as important as your physical health on this journey. Conclusion: your adventure awaits. So, there you have it. The 6 hidden dangers of traveling after 70 that every senior must know before their next trip. It might seem like a lot to take in, but here's the thing. These are not roadblocks. They're simply things to be aware of and prepare for. With the right knowledge, you can avoid these potential pitfalls and continue to enjoy the adventure and excitement of travel, no matter your age. Remember, the key is preparation. From managing your health and medications to avoiding scams and emotional stress, these simple precautions can make all the difference. The goal isn't to stop traveling, but to travel smarter, more confidently, and more safely. Every journey, whether it's across the world or just a weekend getaway, should be an opportunity to make new memories, not to worry about things that could have been avoided with a little foresight. As you plan your next trip, keep these tips in mind. Prioritize your health, your safety, and your peace of mind. Slow down if you need to, enjoy the moments that matter, and don't forget to take breaks. And most importantly, trust yourself and your instincts. You've lived a rich, full life, and now it's your time to explore the world, on your terms. Your adventure is out there waiting. The world is full of incredible destinations, and it's never too late to see something new. So go ahead and pack your bags, but don't forget to pack your awareness, your health, and your curiosity along with you. Whether you're traveling with family, friends, or even on your own, your journey should be a celebration of the amazing experiences that come with age and wisdom. Don't let anything hold you back. The best part? You don't have to worry about the hidden dangers anymore, because now you're prepared. Thank you for watching. I hope this video has been helpful in giving you the tools and knowledge to travel safely and confidently. If you found these tips useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more travel advice tailored to seniors. And if you've got any personal travel stories or tips of your own, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Now get out there and explore. The world is yours to see, and you're more than ready for it. Safe travels.